Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the modded series. Almost said server. I'm all alone in this world, but how you guys doing today? You know, I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. It should be Monday if I can get this video done. Procrastination for the win, but I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I work all weekend, but I did have a lot of fun playing some Minecraft on the weekend. I actually found some time to play Minecraft, which is usually something I don't ever get to do. But I was able to get some stuff done. I have been prepping. Today we're going to be doing some fun things because I've got two things I want to try to get. Well, I got one thing I want to get started, and I got one other thing that I want to get finished. So over the weekend, I have been messing around with our power situation. So as you guys know, we built some lava power a couple days ago, and last episode I asked you a very important question that I'll address in just a second. But I have been working with it off screen in order to make it just a little bit better, just a teeny tiny bit better. So off screen, what I have done is I have added this guy. I've added a tank. I know, he's looking pretty cool, isn't he? Oh, I know. This is one of the biggest additions that I've made, and I know it doesn't look like a big deal, but it actually it is a big deal. So if we take it real quick, this tank holds 180 buckets worth of lava. I know that's huge for this little object, but it can hold up to 180 buckets worth of lava. And what this is it's a reservoir. Basically what ends up happening is as my lava gets pulled out of the nether, it goes into this tank, and this tank will hold it that way. If I ever run out of lava, or if there's ever a time whenever I use up all of my lava in the nether and I just don't realize it, I'll have like a little bit of a reservoir to kind of catch me later and say, oh no, I ran out of lava, I gotta go fix that. So I got this here. This kind of gives me a little bit of a buffer. And then what I have also done is I've messed around. Well, I've upgraded this guy, and I've also upgraded all of these guys. As you guys can see, there are golden notches. I know they're not supposed to be golden, they're actually electrum notches, but there are little notches around all of these guys. And what I have done is I've upgraded each and every one of these guys into the reinforced category. So the way that you guys, the way that these guys are, thermal expansion does upgrades in a weird way, but I like it. I like it because it's really, really easy to do. So they have something in their mod called upgrade kits. So we look at this, and the reason why I did all this upgrade kits. So they have something called upgrade kits. They have a hardened upgrade, a reinforced, a signalum, and a resident. Each one of these upgrades your thing to allow it to have more augments. Now these augments do different things, and I chose to do, especially for these guys, I chose to do something called the translucent core augment, which increases output, but it also increases the amount of fuel that we use. But each one of these went from making 40 arc per tick to 240 arc per tick. So that's kind of amazing. So I'm wondering now, we have 38 of these if I do remember. Okay, Google, what's 240 times 38?
It's over 9,000!
What? 9,000? There's no way that could be right. It can't. It's been a while since I've made that joke. But we are now making over 9,000 RF per tick, which is amazing. But the problem is, our little our things can only transfer 4,000 RF per tick, so we've got to upgrade these sooner or later. So yeah, I've upgraded all these up to the reinforced. I've also upgraded the one in the nether. I've also added a tank to the one in the nether. That way we have two little ends of reservoir. I guess I can go over there real quick and show you guys what I've done with this. And I can also show you guys a little bit of a bug that I found. If you guys have noticed in the last couple episodes, the ender tank that we had at our base has been slowly draining every time I leave for some reason, and I don't understand why, but this area over here continues to unload itself. I don't know why. So as you guys can see, I have upgraded this in just a little bit of a fashion. So I've taken the ender tank and I've stuck it there, and then I put a regular reinforced tank here. This guy, of course, holds up to 180 buckets. This guy feeds into this guy. This guy feeds into this guy, which feeds into this guy. So I've also upgraded this guy. Now he can produce more power. This guy's all filled up now. Basically, it's the same system over there. It's just a circular system. Also, I've added these reinforced servos, which is, again, it's just a bunch of it. Well, it's a bunch of Invar, and then the Invar goes into the Electrum. It's just a bunch of Electrum. And of course, that's just gold and silver. With that being said, I don't understand why this keeps unloading. If we look into our claims map, we have this little area right here chunk loaded. But whenever I reload the game, it unchunk loads itself, which I don't know why, but it's a thing. Anyhoozle, today we are not going to be messing with any of that today. We are going to start looking into building our brand new base. I am very excited for this, but there is something we're gonna have to do beforehand. There's a specific block I want to make this new base out of, and the reason why I want to use this block is because I haven't used it in quite a while, and I absolutely love it. And whenever I play modded, it's one of my favorite blocks to use. I love it because it has a bunch of chiseled variances. It's just one of the best blocks ever. So if we go into our ME system, we have, if we could go look it up, we've got something called marble. I love me some marble. This marble, great block, love it to death. Look at it. It's white, it's got a little bit of a texture to it, but if we also grab, I think I have a chisel in here. Nope, can I like get up? Thank you, please, grid. Chisel. If we grab ourselves a chisel and look at this block has so many variances, so many different, just different textures. This is one of my favorites. So many different textures that we can use. Oh, it's so great, and I love marble to death. So I want to use this for our new base. But the big problem, the big elephant in the room is the fact that we just don't have enough of it. We have 42 marble in here, and that's it. That's all the marble that we have. And I've gone around looking just for, that was actually, I went around trying to find marble, and that's the marble that I was able to find. It's really not easy to find, unfortunately. They kind of toned down on the spawn ores for the chiseled blocks, which is what that is, which is good and which is bad. Which is bad because it's hard to find, but it's good because it doesn't litter your world with just a bunch of random blocks. So in order to find huge amounts of marble, it's time to start quarrying. I am extremely excited to start quarrying. So there are two different things I want to get set up for whenever we do our quarries. We're gonna create the best block ever, which of course is the what's it called? The block placer, or is it the builder's block? The builder. There's something called the builder. We've visited this thing before. It is the best block ever. We're gonna be making ourselves a builder, super easy to do. I wonder if I have to. Can I just do this now? Can I just do it now? No, I gotta get some things together. This is also another one of those things why I just love the ME system. It's so cool. Okay, give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Now, can we build it? We're missing ender pearl. Oh, I gotta make an ender pearl. Okay, so I gotta go find myself an ender pearl. That won't be too difficult, but we're gonna have to build ourselves a builder. We need to get ourselves a quarry augment or quarry upgrade, which I've shown you guys before. And there's one other thing that I want to go ahead and start working into, and that is a new type of portal called the portal frame. A portal frame. And then this guy actually leads to a different dimension, which is going to be very useful for what we're going to be doing. Alright, so I have been making a couple different things. I've made myself a builder, yay, good, and I've also made myself a clearing quarry, which is good. Now, I'm not so much worried about this clearing quarry, so if you guys don't know the difference between a regular quarry and a clearing quarry, basically the clearing quarry just makes a gigantic hole in the world, which isn't going to be too difficult. Well, it's not going to be too big of a deal because we're going to be doing it inside of a different dimension, which, spoiler, it's a mining dimension, so it's not like some super cool dimension. It's going to be a mining dimension, but the mining dimension won't be visited that much, so not really worried about that. So I've also went ahead and made myself a couple different other things. So first off, thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to make this episode, because I had absolutely no idea. Well, I had an idea. I had a general idea that there was something in RF Tools, but I didn't know that there was something in RF Tools that allowed to that was allowed to use energy in two different spots whenever they're not super close to each other. Basically like a Tesseract, but not nearly as good as a Tesseract, but still, it's going to be usable for what we're going to be doing. So I figured out, because of you guys, that there's something called a power cell. So that's really, really cool. Now, also, there was another thing that I could have added to the mod pack called, I think it was Flex Network, that a couple of you guys recommended down in the comment section. Now, I don't necessarily want to add other mods to the mod pack if I don't have to. Like, I added Optifine, but Optifine's not really a mod. It's more like a performance upgrade mod, I guess. I don't know. But anyhoozle, thank you guys so much for letting me know that in the comment section. Thank you for commenting, because without you, we'd be kind of stuck, because I was freaking out without the whole Tesseract thing. So thank you guys. Anyhoozle, I went ahead, made myself some simple power cells. So if we go ahead and look in this real quick, so there's a couple different tiers. We've got the simple power cells, which is just redstone, quartz, and stuff. We also have regular power cells, which require requires emeralds and prismarine, which makes this unfortunately uncraftable for right now. We've also got the advanced power cells, which is just the regular power cells, some infused diamonds, and some redstone blocks. The infused diamonds are diamonds, and then dimensional shards, which is this stuff. So yeah. That is unreachable right now, so we have to use just a regular simple power cell. So the difference between these guys, by the way, and there's also a creative one which is not craftable. But what the difference is, the simple power cells hold up to 250,000 RF, which is good, which is not too bad. But there's also the regular power cell that goes up to 1 million RF, and then the last one, which is the advanced power cell, holds up to 4 million RF per, well, just per block, which is pretty good, which I want to work up to sooner or later. We just don't have the ability to do that just yet. So we're just going to stick around with the regular power cell. So now I have these guys, and the way that they work is very interesting. So we take a power cell and stick it just right here. I've also tested this out already, by the way, because I couldn't figure out how to get it to work earlier, but I figured it out. Okay, so the power cell holds power, holds up to 250 RF, which is great. Now, the way that you guys, these things will actually work in general, we have the UI, we have different stats and stuff, we have ins and outs. You can also build a wrench that can augment each side to do a different thing, which is what I'm going to end up doing. I just haven't built the wrench yet, but what it will do is, luckily, I can take another one and stick it right beside it if I wanted to do that. And then these guys are independent from each other until I do something specific. I can take these power cell link cards, and if I stick a nope, that wasn't what I wanted. If I stick a power cell link card there, and then stick another one with the same link card there, these two are now linked together. Should be, right? Oh, we're gonna do it like that, aren't we? We're gonna do it like this. See, I'm still not 100% sure on how these things work. Okay, so that's link 4, and this is link 5. Hold on, I have an idea. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Link 4. I'm gonna do this. Okay, here we go. Link. We're gonna link it. Okay, we're linking now. Okay, then we're gonna shift right click. We do it right click. There we go. Now these two are linked together. Okay, it's still a little wonky. I'm still learning. Okay, so we've got 500,000 RF per tick. Well, 500,000 RF, which is good, which is in these two, and of course they're linked because of these link cards. So now what I can do is, if I go ahead and make another link card, I can then add to that multi-block, but I don't have to be over there. I can stick one here. So as you guys can see, this thing is completely empty. If I take this link card and stick it here, it'll then link to channel 4. And if I then go over here and then if I right click on it, this guy now is joined to the hip with these guys, and he's not even connected, which is really, really cool. So now we have 750,000 RF in our storage, which is really, really awesome. So what I could do, theoretically, I could take this one to our new mining dimension and still be linked to our system, which is really, really awesome. So if I just do that out, does that... Okay, good. So it doesn't really affect anything. Okay. So now what I am going to need to do is I need to go ahead and make myself my new mining dimension world, which is pretty simple to do. If we go into our portal, which should be right here, we have our portal frame. We need to make something called a mining multi-tool, which is pretty simple, which is just some stone, some flint and steel. I didn't have what I needed. Okay, so we need to go and make one of these, stone pickaxe, and then we can go ahead and make ourselves some stone brick, some boom, and then this should be able to just make ourselves our mining tool. Oh, I need to make our just a regular flint and steel. Let's go ahead and just do that so it's not damaged. So it's not damaged, and then bam. Flint and steel. Flint and steel. Boom. Mining tool. Cool. Now I just need to make myself some chiseled stone. I'm guessing just any stone will work. So let's go into stone. Boom. Now, if I go into here, okay, doesn't work. Wait, why not? Why don't you work? Is it a different... I'm guessing it might be a different kind of stone? Question mark? Huh. How do I make this stone? Let's see. Chiseled stone. Does it have to be a specific chiseled stone? Or can I just use regular chiseled stone? I'm just going to wait through here and see if I can figure it out. Maybe I have to actually chisel some stone. So let's grab some stone again. And then I should be able to grab my chisel. This is all new to me, by the way. I've never actually built one of these portals before. Let's just make some... Nope. Actually, that's not how you chisel stone, Ballentinelp. We're going to go into here. Boom. Let's just make chiseled stone. Perfect. Now, if I then put this into here, I guess that's what you gotta do. So gotta make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? There we go. I don't know if that's actually the amount that you need, but sure enough, it's the amount that I've got. So I've got 20 portal. So now if I make this thing like another portal, I think it should just make ourselves a new little portal. So let's go ahead and do this. And it needs to be 2 wide, yes. Should be just the same dimensions as that. And of course you have to use the mining tool to link this thing because why not? Boom, there we go, we got our new portal. Okay, so the way that this thing works, if I walk into it and shift click, there we go, and now we've got ourselves a new dimension. And what's really cool about this dimension, as you guys can probably tell just by looking at it, it's completely flat. At least it should be. It's completely flat, it's a complete flat world, and this world is perfect for doing what we want to do next. Now, I don't know whether or not mobs can spawn in here. I don't know if they, yes they can, so there's a witch there. Okay, so that has been confirmed there. Mobs can spawn in this world. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back over. I wanna see just real quick, is it connected with the sleeping wise? So if it's nighttime here, is it gonna be nighttime over there as well? Let's go ahead and just do this real quick. There we go, and go back over. I'm guessing that they're connected day and night wise, like the nether is? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. All right, now what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and make this this quarry. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and set it up right. Let's do it right here, why not? Psh, perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do, grab my quarry. If I right click this thing, it's gonna give me my box. So if we remember back when we were setting up our what's it called? Our pump over there, this basically works the exact same way. We're gonna do it box form, except we're gonna do this quite a bit more differently. So real quick, we are on we're on Y level, or is it Z level? Which one is the one I'm worried about? We're on Y level 96. Okay, so we're all the way up at 96. So I need to go at least 96 blocks down. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quarry of 150 by 96. And then we're gonna go down, we're gonna go 150 that way too. So we've got one gigantic square. So we've got 150 by 96 by 150. We're going to go ahead and void stone. We're gonna void cobblestone. We're gonna void dirt. I'm gonna keep sand and gravel and netherrack. Well, even though we're not gonna see any netherrack, I just don't want any cobblestone filling up my system because that's gonna be a huge, it's gonna be a huge problem in the future. So it's gonna be voiding all of those things. Now, I do wanna check one thing really quickly. I don't think marble has the same ID as stone, but just in case, let's take a look at it real quick. Chiseled marble. I don't think this is going to be, it's stone stash marble. That's could be a problem. So what I think I'm gonna do is just void cobblestone. I'm not gonna get any stone anyways, because this isn't silk touch, so I'm just gonna void cobblestone. So what we're gonna do now, if I set this in here, I said, I should be able to preview it. Let's see, which one's the preview button? Boom, preview. There we go. We've got a preview button, which is all around us, which is not what I want. So what I want to do is offset this thing this way, and there's going to be a little bit of a lag spike. Boom. Now this thing is previewing this gigantic square right here. Now it's going to go ahead and dig all the way down as far as it can go. So 96 blocks, of course, and it's going to start up. I don't know which chunk it's going to start at, but we're going to find out in just a second. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my simple card. We're going to set that there. And there's two other things that I got to go ahead and make. So this is going to be the start of it. And I've got this giving it the power. Now there's going to be one other problem that I need to solve, which is where exactly are the items gonna go? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to stop the preview so that doesn't lag me out. And I'm gonna go back over to the overworld, and there's one other block. Well, there's actually two things I need to make, but there's one other thing that I need to make to show you guys. Okay, so we're getting to the end of this episode. Now the last thing that we need to do in order to get this finally fixed up is we need to make ourselves two ender chests, one of which is going to be accepting the items, and one of which is going to be carrying the items all the way over here. So if you guys don't know what these guys do, is that their chests, they're just like any ender chest, except, well, and their inventories are linked together, of course. So if one is accepting items from one world, it will then again go into the other one. So if I stick this in here, I can also pull it out from this chest. So that's really, really cool. So these guys are connected, which is good. So now what I need to do is I'm going to be placing one of these on top of the quarry in the mining world, and the other one is I'm gonna have over here accepting items. So the last thing that I needed to make was something called an importal, importer is, and this thing is pretty cool. So what I need to do now is I'm going to set my ender chest here. I'm going to be picking that back up, and I'm going to go ahead and put the importer here. So now what's really cool about this importer is what it's going to continuously, wow, English is failing me today. I've been recording for too long. It's going to continuously be accepting items from any adjacent block, which means this chest. So if I put one in here, it's then going to detect that there's items in there, and it's going to pull it into my IMI system, which is really, really useful. Now, there is one other thing that I want to go ahead and make to make this a little bit faster. So we look into refined storage. I don't know if they have acceleration cards. I'm really hoping they do. Refined storage. Let's see. Do you guys have any kind of acceleration cards? Speed cards, speed upgrades. Okay, so I need to make myself a regular upgrade, which is this stuff, and then it's gonna need, it's going to need sugar and redstone, which that shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I'm gonna make that stuff off screen. But now the basics for this is pretty much over with. So the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy off, and I'm gonna move this guy up here, just give me a little bit more energy storage. And I'm also gonna be placing these guys here as well. I'm gonna link these guys together. All of them are now linked on link 4. Let's go ahead and place one there, and then now my storage should be up to 1.25 million RF, which is good. And I'm gonna take this last card and go link it up with the power storage on this side, which then should give my quarry power. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Boom. So, ew! God, that was scary. I thought the world broke. Okay, so now there we go. So we've got 1.5 billion RF in storage. Now, I do want to let you guys know that there is power loss between distances. So I don't exactly know how much power I'm losing just because I don't know the calculations for it, but I am definitely losing power between this power cell and my other power cell. So I'm actually having to spend more power to send it over here. So that is a thing that you guys are gonna have to know about. So just wanted to let you guys know. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to not only power my core, but also power this power cell. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. So I'm gonna now output into this guy, which now this guy should be accepting power. And now, if I place this guy here, it should now start working if I do this. Right? Did I do it right? Okay, press to restart. Oh, there we go. It's working. And now it should be accepting items. No, wait, you guys should be voiding. Why is you no void? Hold on. Stop. Why are you not voiding? I guess the void option doesn't work. Okay. Why no you void? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, maybe that means it's not going to void. Okay, so we're voiding this. We're not going to void that. And we're going to void all of this stuff except for this stuff because I want to keep, no, screw gravel. We're going to void all of those other blocks. Let's try that one more time. So now it should be voiding all of these blocks. Let me give that out. So this should now be working. And it should be voiding all of the cobblestone. And now dirt, why is it's just not voiding dirt? Did I tell it to void dirt? Don't know. Maybe the void option doesn't work. Anyways, it's working, which is good. So if we go over here, we should be able to find the hole that it's creating, which should be right here. Right? Nope, you're not the hole. Where's the hole? I need to find the hole. I want to find the hole. Oh, I think I found the hole. Oh, I found it. Okay, cool. So I found the hole. So if we go down here, this is the hole that it's creating, which is really, really cool. Okay, so it's currently stopped because I'm pretty sure my ender chest is filled up. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the reason why it stopped is because it's filled up the items in my inventory. No, it's not. Why is you no stop? Why'd you stop? Why are you stopping? Oh, it's because it's out of power. Oh wait, am I completely out of power? Hold on. Oh, maybe it's because it's not chuck loaded? Question mark? Oh, there's so many questions that I don't know. Okay. No, we're out of power completely. Oh, this is a big disaster. Why aren't you guys producing more power? Oh, maybe it's because it's bottlenecking here. Okay, there are a lot of things that I have to flesh out, but basically we've got our quarry going. Let me go ahead and flesh some things out for you guys. I think the last thing that I've got to do is upgrade these conduits up to, I think it's up to 4,000, because this thing's only giving me 4,000 RF per tick, so I got to upgrade these guys all the way. Let me think. The last thing that I need to really do is... I think that should be it. I'm hoping that I have enough power to actually produce this quarry. We're producing 9,000 RF per tick, which is a lot, but I don't know if it's enough to actually work this quarry. The reason that I want this quarry is because I want of course it's because I want the blocks that I get from it. But anyhoozle, that's gonna be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys had fun today because I had a ton of fun today. We've got our quarry started, which is good. There's a couple chinks in the armor, Ted, but hey, it's a thing. So don't forget, guys, if you hate this video, you guys know where to put it. But if you did enjoy, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Like I was saying, guys, been showing bank support on all of our cities so far, and I want to say thank you guys for all your amazing support. Guys, don't forget to post any questions, comments, comment section down there. Over for me, guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Well, have a great, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video.